Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Bhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Ye Bhurida Janaha. The song continues. We have been singing the song. See, there he stands, the Lord of life, the moon of Nanda's line, outstanding all the moons in heaven. Up to here we had seen the Lord of life, Lord of life, prana, living. So many lives are there on this earth. Every life is a part of the cosmic life. There is one life, universal life, cosmic life. We are all parts of that life. All the jivas, wherever they are, in whatever plane of existence, in whatever state according to their karmic load, they all are Mamaivamsho Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatanaha. My spark, my part, Amsha, Mamaivamsho. All these lives that you see on the earth, whether it is a bacteria or a devata, wherever you see life existing, know that it's a part of mine. So here we see he is the Lord of all lives. Another term used is Pashupati, the Lord of the all beings. See, here life is considered. Life is expression of consciousness through matter. Chaitanya expressing through Jada is life. I am alive. This is a dead body. This is a matter. Chaitanya is there expressing itself. So there is a life. So living means there is consciousness. This consciousness which is a part of the Lord of the universe. He is controlling. He is existing in every body as the individual Chaitanya. Vyashti Chaitanya is a part of the Samashti Chaitanya. He is the Lord. It belongs to Him. Lord means every bit of life belongs to Him. So here we see the Lord of the life is standing there. And with the splendor of His rays, we saw how the inexpressible has to be expressed. When Krishna was there on the earth, how the beings, even when the avatara takes birth, the whole nature, Prakriti, at that moment stands still. It doesn't move. When Ramakrishna was born, Yugavatara, the whole Prakriti, if it becomes stagnant, it doesn't move, Kala doesn't move, you will never know. When it begins also, you will not know. No jiva will know. Everything is stagnant and it is starting from the same point. You will never know that the time has gap, the whole universe was stagnant. But at the time of an avatara, the whole Prakriti stands still to watch it. Only that one act of God's coming down will be happening. So here we see, when God comes into, takes a human form and starts moving about in the world, doing his Leela. How to express it, how to tell. Even we cannot know our own Chaitanic existence. I am Chaitanya Swarupa, nobody experiences. I am Sharira only. Whatever scriptures may say, we may read Vedanta, this, that, everything. Where is realization? With all our knowledge of this God and things, we are still bodies and will be bodies till we realize our spiritual existence. And a God moving about on the earth with human form, how can we understand? And how to express it? What a realized soul or enlightened soul, after seeing now Sri Ramakrishna came, Bhairavi Brahmani, Totapuri, they all came as gurus and saluted him and started going back. After giving what they have to give and knowing that what he is, what they might have seen, what Vivekananda might have seen in Sri Ramakrishna after the enlightenment of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. When he says, I have locked all your knowledge, Nirvikalpa Jnana, after you finish mother's work, I will give this key back to you. When he says, who can stop the knowledge, Atma Jnana of a person, the Paramatma Jnana of a person, who else can stop it? He has transcended the nature, he is eternally free. That eternal freedom to lock and make him work. Who could Sri Ramakrishna be? When Sri Ramakrishna says, I have locked and till you finish the work of Divine Mother, this key will be with me. And then what Sri Krishna, what Vivekananda, Naren might have seen in Sri Ramakrishna at that time, it will be just like Vishwarupa being seen by Arjuna. It will be just like that. He has nothing to say. And he has nothing to convey to the world what he saw. Now Arjuna also, what he has seen, the words of Bhagavad Gita of the 11th chapter, which is explaining the Vishwarupa, cannot convey. Suppose we read in detail, see so many videos about the ashrama, here, there, this, that, till we come and see, when we come and see, is entirely different from what I have conceived earlier. Having seen even video, what to speak of the avatara, what would have been its experience when the God comes and sees, others see. And this life of the avatara is called Leela. Leela is eternal. Now, Sri Ramakrishna's life, we read, and by grace of God we get the enlightenment and are able to enter into any part of the Sri Ramakrishna's life. It is eternal present. Avatara's life is eternal. I can enter any moment, anywhere, and see it's actually happening. My life, suppose, what happened yesterday, video might be there. But video seeing also, I am seeing my past as past, not as present. But in Leela, Leela is eternally present. Any aspect of God is eternally present. So this explaining, to convey words will not be revealing what it has to say. Now, just here, as we go, each one conveys something for us to see beyond, see beyond, see beyond. What is told is not that. Kenopanishad, after explaining Brahman and all, the only thing they can say, Nedam yadidum upasate. Whatever you call God is not God. Whatever you think of Brahman as Brahman is no more Brahman. Because Brahman can never be conceived through mind, nor be perceived through senses. You can't know what Brahman is. You can never know what Brahman is. So here, and once you experience, you cannot tell what is it. It's beyond words. Words cannot convey. Even mind itself we have no access to see. There is no proof of existence of mind except I have one. You can cut the brain and see, you not see the mind. We don't see the software. We can see the hardware. We can download, we can transfer software, but we cannot see it, we cannot perceive. Mind also cannot, from science only, on external, science only we understand what are the science left over. So whenever you say something, it's something beyond, something beyond. It's whatever is told is an indication, and how your mind can penetrate into the nature or through the words. Can you imagine? And whatever you imagine regarding God is going to be very close to His existence. That's why the person who says God is not there, he himself becomes non-existence. In Upanishads, if you say God is not there, you are not there. It is, if you say nastiti, and one who says himself, he becomes the non-existent, because it is God who is expressing, God is giving life, God is existing. A God existing, everything is. Suppose an image in the mirror says image is not there. Image is a thing which has no existence of its own. If mirror is not there, then image is not there. So absence, anything existing is existing because God exists. So penetrate into reality. And this splendor of His rays flooding the Jamuna bank. He is standing there, and His splendor, and with the splendor of His rays flooding the Jamuna's bank. When a person realizes God, after realization, he is supposed to radiate what is called Brahma Varchas. A man who is spiritually awakened, he has not experienced God yet, in him the spirit is awakened. If the spiritual awakening is there, when do we call spiritual awakening? If I can turn inward and start inward journey in meditation, I forget the world, just like I enter the sleep. I forget the world, I forget the body, and inner light I am able to see, becoming brighter. I enter, I cross the Annamaya, Pranamaya, entry, Manomaya also I cross, entering Vijnanamaya is spiritual awakening. First time you see the light of Chaitanya, and when you come back, your bodily identity ends. You are no more body. The Brahma Granthi breaks, and this is called spiritual awakening. Now we are physically awake and spiritually sleeping. When spiritually awakens, you know you are not body, but you will not know who you are. So this is the first time you experience an unknown peace and joy. Your body awareness is gone. You are seeing a world, made up of divine. We were seeing a world of matter. Now just like now the tube light is on, the tube light is off. I see only bulb. Like that I was seeing only bodies. After spiritual awakening, you see the bulb as well as the light. In every jiva, every living being, you will see the Chaitanya shining, because You have become Chaitanya. As long as your bodies, you are seeing only bodies. Now there is spiritual awakening in you. You start seeing the light within others. All are like bulbs moving about in the world. So this aspect is spiritual awakening. Imagine here having entered into Vijnanamaya Kosha, first time consciously. In sleep we pass through without experiencing anything. Nature takes us. In meditation, consciously we go in the same path, crossing one by one layers of our existence and see ourselves. So this spiritual awakening itself gives you, first time you experience inner peace, inner joy and inner silence, which you will never experience any time any human experiences that joy, that peace, that freedom anytime in this universe. All souls are bound. Where is the freedom? Karmic load is binding. Now he is free from the karmic load. Whatever he does doesn't affect him. Whether he kills someone or serves someone, it doesn't affect. So this state, it gives him great peace and joy constantly. I am not body. What could be that joy you see? So much of freedom. Every problem that we are facing in our life is because we are bodies. We are seeing a body and it is demanding the flesh, demands of the flesh. We have to satisfy. When you are free from that, and that peace that you experience, joy experiences, the bliss. Here you are experiencing and you are radiating that peace. You are radiating that joy wherever you go. You are radiating that freedom. Then what happens when a pure realization, he has crossed other layers also and known his own self, Atma-jnana he has attained. The Vijnanamaya Kosha also it transcends and then enters into Anandamaya Kosha. When he enters into Anandamaya Kosha, in Vijnanamaya Kosha, he enters into the Chidakasha and starts getting the form of God, vision of the God with form. Then when he enters into Anandamaya Kosha, the form of God starts dissolving. From Savikalpa, he is moving towards the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Forms are dissolving. His form also is dissolving. They are becoming Ekarasa. And Anandamaya Kosha itself, you will see that first time you are experiencing non-dual awareness, a beginning. And this Atma-jnana, after crossing the Anandamaya also, when you become eternal, infinite existence, you yourself become the Ananda Swarupa floating in the ocean of Ananda Sagara, Satchidananda Sagara. Now this, when he comes to the waking state, what would be he expressing? He has nothing to say. If he tells anything, nobody can understand. And what he experienced, he cannot tell. Just like when we go every day to deep sleep, what we experience, we ourselves do not know. Our mind and body doesn't know. Like that, what would be happening? Now, what he will be full of that Chaitanya, he is expressing Chaitanya. Not only peace and joy, but he is a burning lamp like. He is full of, he is radiating that bliss of the Atman. This is called Brahma Varchas. A realized soul. Yesterday I was telling about Buddha. Rahul, the mother says, Buddha's son, go and claim you are right being a son. All what he has to give to his hair. How will I recognize my father? thousands of Buddhas, bhikkhus are there. How will I understand? Go and see. It's distinct from all other. It will be shining there and sitting. So this is Brahma Varchas, when an enlightened soul moves about in the world. So a realized soul who has known his self itself can radiate that Brahma Varchas. What happens when God comes down and moves about in the world, and you are able to perceive it being an enlightened soul. Enlightened, you know he is God, like Totapuri looking at Sri Ramakrishna, or Sri Vinayakananda after his Nirvikalpa coming and looking at Sri Ramakrishna. Khandana Bhavabandhana, that Arati song is written after seeing Sri Ramakrishna. Every aspect, what all he experienced about Sri Ramakrishna was written there in the Gospel of, in the song, Arati song, Khandana Bhavabandhana. It's a beautiful thing. What would be the, how he realized what all he saw in Sri Ramakrishna is written there in that. So like that, what he sees cannot be explained, but he sees that God appearing on the earth. For all others, because of the ignorance covering, they are not able to see, but something unknown attracts. The soul is attracted. He is not able to understand he is a God. He will not be able to understand. But something deep within, a childlike nature, the purity with which he radiates, the purity that endures, that calls from within. Just like the flute of Krishna is going on eternally in every jiva, calling, turn within, I am within you. Like that, some heart is being pulled. When Master Mahashaya M visits Sri Ramakrishna first time, the author of the same gospel, we began with that gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. He says, I don't know why this person is dragging me like. He tells, he's going, Sri Ramakrishna asks him, tells him, come again. And he is not able to forget. Unknown pull. He is reluctant to go. Heart is caught there. When gopis saw Krishna, their heart has been captured. When so many monkeys in Rama Avatara, they don't want to go even after the war was over. They are ready to go to Ayodhya, leaving. So, what is that innermost attraction that now from that these people infer what they realize, will say is God incarnate. Now, Girish Chandra Ghosh, how much 125% faith they used to say that Sri Ramakrishna is Avatara. His intellect is able to capture, his heart is caught by Sri Ramakrishna forever. Just one visit, he is not able to. Wherever he is there, he is seeing the face of Sri Ramakrishna. The food, the business, the people who is coming across, everywhere he is seeing the reflection of Sri Ramakrishna. So what is that binding? He doesn't know what is Avatara also. God coming down and taking human form. He doesn't know. He knows only my heart has been captured. And these people, great and enlightened people, are telling he is Avatara. And there he catches, he is God, he is God. So here also we see what he is explaining is only, and with this splendor, the splendor is splendor of God. Just like Brahma Varchas of an enlightened soul, the peace of an awakened soul. Like that, God comes down, the whole Chaitanya Sagara is coming down in human form. Ananta Shashvata, eternal, unchanging reality, the Brahman in which the universes appear and disappear, that is, has come down in human form. That splendor of his rays flooding the Jamuna's bank, flooding the Jamuna's bank, the river Jamuna, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all these rivers that we worship in Hinduism has got a significance, a symbolization, and what it conveys, what it represents in nature. In nature, it represents, we are all living beings. Among the living beings, human is entirely different from the rest of the species. How does it differ from the rest of the species? It is only intellect, buddhi. Buddhi is what differentiates between all other jivas, all other species, and human. Animals and plants also have buddhi, intellect, to the extent the nature it is governed and guided by nature, which we call instinct. Now a cow goes for grazing, it comes back, it knows where to come back, where to go, what to eat, what not to eat. Everything that is, whatever it sees, it doesn't eat. Monkeys, when they are birds, they know what to eat, what not to eat. That much of intelligence they have. But how to identify the resources of nature and powers of nature, utilize it for my convenience and living, sustaining my life, they do not know. We humans have such an intellect that it can find out the resources and powers of nature, utilize for their comfortable living. And also, same intellect, they can transcend the nature and go beyond. Inner nature, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ahankara, raga, dvesha, all that same intellect can cross over and become absolutely pure, free from the inner nature. It can cross over the external nature, the sufferings and bondages of the world, and become eternally free from nature. Same intellect. So this is the main difference between humans and this. This is now how it recognizes what the nature is presenting and what is it conveying. Ganga represents always of absolute purity and jnana swarupini. This is Pavana Ganga. It removes all the dirt in human. The other is, what we see is Yamuna represents the love, prema. It's a symbolization of prema. Saraswati, of river of the pure knowledge of God, the transcendental knowledge. Here the term Yamuna is being used. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.